Hello and welcome to Caravan Salon Dusseldorf. This hall here in the largest RV show in the world belongs to the Pilote group. It's a French company. I've just walked around. Here we have Le Voyageur, which is a rather flash French manufactured luxury company acquired by Pilote. We have a cheap company here called Joie Camp, which is designed to be a young alternative. I've got my doubts on the marketing of that. My strong doubts on the marketing. Top of the range though is this. This is Frankia, and these liners, the Titan, the Platin, and others are quite outstanding in the way they look. And they also, however, do campervans, and their campervans are not very good at all, in my opinion. Indeed, some of their other motorhomes, not the top of the range stuff, is absolutely wonderful, but some of their other motorhomes have got the problems, above all, with toilets that don't work, and I think that is a fundamental problem with the idea of having a motorhome. You've got to have a toilet that's going to be fit for purpose, and you can use it when you need to go. But for the classic Frankia, I think is quite wonderful. And I'd love to have one of these in about 30 years' time, because I think that's probably when I'm going to be able to afford one. One of them that you can actually see here today. Now, they've also come up with these Yukon campervans here. We can see here on both the Mercedes and Fiat base, and if you ask me, that's a big misunderstanding. None of them, I think, they're designed incorrectly, and clearly not by people who actually use the things, but they also have problems with toilets. Again, this toilet that doesn't work is a major problem for the Pilote group, and it's a pity, because these Frankia ones are absolutely outstanding. Now, and I've come around to the base camper. What I said, it's the home, the original, the Pilote, and this is where I am now, and this is what I want to show you: a Pilote campervan, and not campervan, a motorhome. I'll show you this one here, the 746C Expression. How about that for a long introduction? Don't often do introductions that long, but I wanted to walk you through the haul until I got here. Right, this thing here, you're looking at 100,000 euros for this. All right, so it's not all that cheap, and it's got inner height 192, it's 745 centimeters long, it's 232, it's not written there, but I think off the top of my head I think it's 232 centimeters wide. I'm not absolutely certain of that one. Now, Pilote campervan. What's that up there? That's a bed. What's that up there? That's also a bed. And let's see if we can get some more light in here. I can. That's not it. Right, okay, that'll do. You've got storage on either side. You've got storage above, queen bed. Now it looks a bit bland at the moment. I think it might need some decoration of some sort, such as a cover on the bed or something like that. If I come round here, and you can see there's no steps up to the bed, but if I can keep that on there, I can sit down on it with no problem at all. So that's okay. Have a look in the wardrobe here. What is the point of a queen bed? Well, obviously the bed is probably the most important part in the motorhome. Absolutely the most important part when I think about it. When you decide what motorhome you want, base it on the bed layout, and then sort of work out the other details. So you can see here, the advantage of a queen bed is that you can access it from all sides. So you don't actually have to clamber. If it's two, you don't have to clamber over the other person. You might want to clamber over the other person, but if you don't want to clamber over the other person, then this is a good one. It's also easy access. I mean, I can just sit down on this bed with no problem at all. So rather than having to go up a flight of steps, climb up a ladder or something like that. Easy access to the bed. So when you get to a certain age, that's probably something you'd fancy. Another option, of course, is the side bed, but the side bed has problems with external storage, for example. So the best option for external storage is either one of the liners, or alternatively it's the widthwise bed. But that has the problem I mentioned earlier. So, okay, toilet in here, a lot of clean space in there. This door will close here. This is a normal feature on many vehicles. And here we have the shower. We also have the possibility of closing this door here as well. Close that there, and now I'm sort of closed in the toilet and shower. You think that's a bit cumbersome? Well, the point of this is to get privacy from both sides, and particularly if you've got somebody sleeping in this drop-down bed here. A drop-down bed in some vehicles may only be a drop-down bed. In that case, you've probably got a really big lounge here. Is there any point in having a spare bed which is not being used? My opinion, and I really am very strong on this one, is no, there isn't. It is much better to get a pneumatic mattress. This will weigh, with the mattress and with all the stuff, at least 50 kilos. So it's 50 kilos you're taking around by yourself. But here's another problem. I'm going to demonstrate it right now. So I'm standing under this bed, and so I've got plenty of space over my head. If you look at any motorhome, check this to see that you can actually stand up under it. That is something, if you get one and you can't, then you may really regret it afterwards. There's another feature I really like, and this vehicle doesn't have it, is a flat floor. This hasn't got a flat floor. Why hasn't it got a flat floor? It's because of the bed which is above me. That's so in order to make space for the bed, the flat floor has been gotten rid of. It does, however, have a double floor. A double floor is a place where you can keep some of the infrastructure for the vehicle. In this case, you've got the there's a black water tank. So both, in my case, I've got both water tanks, and I've got some external storage as well from the double floor. I'll take you back here as well, because here we've got a step up, and I'll show you what we have here. There you've got storage, and below that is another part of the double floor. This is just storage in the piece here which has been raised. Obviously here we've got the shower, got a little bit of a ledge on the shower. For those that need to sit down, I think that could be a good, but if you might want to have you might want a flat floor in the shower as well. It's also possible. Sink, 2 burners. There are those who want 3 burners. You can get 3 burners as an option. If you buy it second hand, then you don't get any options. You get what you're given. And I always say to people, don't buy a new van. You rent it, then you rent it again, then you rent it again, and then you get a second hand one. You don't buy a new one immediately. Keep saying this to people, and there are those who regret not doing it. Nice little feature, hang up your tea towels there. Very large table. I like a large table. You think you're going to be inviting anybody around, you might want a large table. If you've never used the table, then you might want to get rid of it, or get a van with a small table, but there's not many vans with small tables. This one here is on automatic. Now when you buy a car, possibly one of the first things you think of is is it automatic or manual? Well, I would think of that. I am so much against automatic, but I know that I am really in a tiny minority of people who still want to have manual vehicles. And somebody said to me, yes, you know what, if you've got an automatic, it's on cruise control, it's much safer. I think we could argue about that, actually. At the time I agreed with them. I thought, yeah, that's a good point, but maybe it isn't, actually, because if you're not doing anything, you maybe losing concentration. I don't know, I'm just guessing that one. That is what this motorhome here looks like, with its bed above. Here we've got a freezer. Here we've got a fridge, And on the bottom as well. Okay, it's got a fridge which I can't open. That was an effort. There's the fridge. Mind you, it's good it's got these locks because it stops it opening when it's in motion, for example. I think I better leave it open because other people come in who might know how it opens. And there, got television and some other kit. The bed, oops, sorry. The bed here will drop down electrically. You put a key in, turn it round and press the buttons. And here, as you'd expect, mosquito screen. Oh, I didn't turn this on here. Allow camera to access this device's localization. Deny. Okay, let's have a look. Next. Okay, remember photo location. Well, this is the thing which it controls the all the devices in the motorhome. But I can see it doesn't want to cooperate, so I won't make it. And this is the garage. This to me is a really important piece of the vehicle. It means what I can actually store. With a queen bed you get less storage in the back, but you know, but it has the advantages of a queen bed. So this is to actually show what can be done with the vehicle. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you found that interesting, and there you go. This van here, P746 Expression from Pilote. And thanks for being here today with me and watching.